All right, so good morning, Fit Start. First, apologize. I'm really sorry about canceling class today, but I know there's other places that have been doing closures all the way up until tomorrow, 1 p.m., just for road purposes and things like that. So I made a judgment call because I don't know how the roads. I have read some reports about some crashes and things due to ice. So I just wanted to be better safe than sorry. So we are doing a workout, and don't worry, this is the workout we were going to do whether we were there or not. You just don't have my smiling personality to go along with it for the morning. But we're going to do the same thing, and for the warm-up, I'm going to give you the warm-up today, and it's moves that we do at the beginning. We just aren't dancing to it. But if you want to add a song, if you have a song you want to do these moves to, I would say go ahead and do it. But we're going to do, your warm-up is going to be 30 seconds for each move. You can do that 3 times, so it'll be about a 6-minute warm-up. It's about what we do normally. And then we're going to do the alphabet workout. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 60 seconds each move. There is A through Z. Some of them I had to get creative with, but some of them are things that we do all the time. So you're going to do 1 minute each move of the alphabet. If you have weights, if you have access to weights, I would say go ahead and add some weights to this. If not, that's fine. You can do, 1 minute. All of these, you're going to go 26 minutes. And hopefully from one to the next. That's kind of the idea of it, is you go from one move to the next without rest. If you need to take a break in between, but you're going to need a timer, a clock, a watch, whatever. And if you have weights, some weights. And then the moves that are on the floor, I will also show you standing if you need standing, but I'm just going to show you the alphabet workout. And you're going to time it when you do it, 1 minute for each move. So warm-ups, you're just going to do your taps in the front, and then give me some arms with it. So just back, this is just very first warm-up. So you're just back and forth getting everything going. Do that for 30 seconds, and then you're gonna do your butt kicks for 30 seconds, squeezing your shoulder blades in the back, right here. And then your grapevines, we do these all the time. Grapevines back and forth, get your hips. You can even twist back and forth if you wanna twist with it, 30 seconds. And then your hacky sack to open up your hips, back and forth. So 30 seconds each move, 3 times. All right, let's get into it. So A, we're gonna do alternating lunges. So just stepping back and forth, 1 minute. So if you need to, you can just step without bending, or you can take it all the way down, making sure you're driving straight down. If you want even more of a challenge, you can curtsy it side to side, making sure your knee in the front stays facing the front. So alternating lunges. B, guess what B's are gonna be? Burpees. So different, all the modifications we can think of. Regular burpee. If you want to add to it, give me one of those push-ups to it. All the floor or all the way to the ground. Push up. You can step it down by stepping it. You can do our reverses with an up, or you can do our jumps we did for the board workout yesterday instead. One of those. Give me one of those. See, I am already out of breath. Whew. Ceiling stompers. Some of these are going to be on the floor. Some of them are going to be standing. So that's kind of where part of the work comes in, is getting up and down off the floor. But ceiling stomper, lay on the floor. Keep your hips on the floor. Press up to the ceiling. 30 seconds one leg. 30 seconds the other. And then D, I'll show you D and E right now, and then I'll show you the standing version. So dirty dogs, that's what I call them. Other people call them fire hydrants, but you'll see why I call them dirty dogs. Lifting to the side, so 30 seconds, 30 seconds. All right, E is gonna be elbow to knee. So you can either be up here. Well, see, I got creative. It says elbow to knee, but really you're bringing your knee to your elbow. Right here. And then I'll show you standing. Or you can be here, right here, or on your knees, right here. So the standing version of C, E, and D. So instead of ceiling stompers, you would kick behind you, squeezing. So you're still getting the same movement, you're just standing. So that would be ceiling stompers, C. D, dirty dogs, do it standing. Make sure your knee stays pointing down, foot behind you, lift to the side. And don't let yourself rock. stay standing here and raise. 30 seconds each side. And then E, this is where elbow to knee, 30 seconds. And then 30 seconds. And then F, front kicks. I want you to step behind, kick. See, you like my foot there? Step behind, kick. So you can keep it here, or you can go down and kick. 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other side. You can either keep your hands here, or you can bring your hands back and forth. If you have weights, you can do some weights with it. F, G. Oh, I was gonna bring in my, I'm saying goblet squat. If you have, you can have your jug, like a jug, or anything in your house that has weight to it. Hold it at your chest, and then give me your squats down and up. Feet 45, knees out. Goblet squat. Modification, raise them instead of squatting. H, high knees. You can either march it, bringing them up as high as you can, all the way to your chest, or you can hop it, whichever one. But you can even, if you want to travel with this one, you can even travel back and forth. Inchworm. Ooh, this one's gonna be fun. This is similar to what you did for the board workout, except instead of for the walkout push-ups, it's the same thing, except instead of walking back on your hands, you walk your feet to your hands. So walk out. Now walk your feet here. Don't get up. Walk out. Walk your feet. Okay, so you can bend, walk, and then step, and then walk, and then step. So inchworm, try it. You're gonna, if you have your kids at home, if the kids are home, they might think you're crazy. Inchworming across, but who knows. Jacks for J, so step or jumping. Or you can do your squat jacks, back and forth. Jacks for 1 minute. Kicks, side kick. This time, instead of front kicks, we're gonna go side. So just raise, kick, or if you wanna turn, kick. I am not a great kicker, so, but kick, side, and lift. It's a lift and a kick at the same time. 30 seconds each side. Okay, L, leg lift behind. So now instead of kicking, we're gonna leg lift. I want you to stand and then bend over a little bit. So if you need to hold on to a chair or something, and then lift and lift. But stay bent over. Versus here, you can do it here, but you feel a little bit more on the outside of your glutes when you bend over. So a nice quick lifts too. 30 seconds and then 30 seconds. LM, mountain climbers. I will show you floor version and standing version. So mountain climbers, we've done this one. Mountain climbers, I want you to run, step it quick. Or if you need to step it, you can step it. But I want nice and quick. Right in here. If you're standing, you're doing these ones that we do here for standing. 30 seconds and then 30 seconds. All right, and narrow squat. Feet together, squeeze those knees. To get your knees close, you have to squeeze your glutes. So squeeze it like you're tucking in, and then down, squeeze up. Narrow squat, 30 seconds. If we're not doing a squat, if you can't squat, give me a leg lift, but keep it straight knee. Instead of our front kicks that we were doing earlier, keep those legs straight if we're not squatting. Even if you want to add a lift with a narrow squat, you can here, kick, right here. All right, oblique bends, standing. You're reaching up nice and tall. This is the one. Legs are a little wide, arms next to your ears. If you have a weight, you want to use a weight, you can hold it in between. Lean one side, hold it for about 3 seconds. Center, other side. Don't let yourself twist. Keep everything like you're in between two panes of glass. back and forth, draw that belly button in, squeeze those abs like you're bracing for a punch, and then back and forth. You can also, if you want to do this one on the floor, you laying down on the floor, reaching for your heels, and you feel your obliques side to side. Or you can put one hand behind. All right, plank taps. Woo-hoo. So you're gonna hold a plank. You're gonna shoulder, back, forth. Try not to do this as straight as you can. Back and forth, even if you're here. Back, forth. Plank taps. Even if you need to on a bench or a table, tap, tap. Back and forth. Quick feet. Ooh, I like this one. We do a song to this one, but I don't have the song going. But you're gonna quick feet, just like football. They get ready, quick feet. I want you to be creative with it. Just keep it here in between. You can go in between. You can quick feet. So that is, you know, the hammer, MC hammer thing. You could do that. You can travel with it back and forth. So whatever you want to do, I want quick feet for a minute. That one's gonna get hard. Reverse crunch or hold. So we are on R. So sitting up, squeeze that core, keep that back flat. Pinch your knees together. I have a tendency to let them splay out. Squeeze them. And then back and forth. Or hold it. Or hold. Or hold it. If you want even more, raise a leg. Raise two legs. Or hold. Either one of any of those for 1 minute. Static lunge. See, now you have to get back up. Can you tell? I am dying with this one, and I haven't done a full minute of any of them yet. All right, static lunge. So one leg behind, one leg in front, straight down, straight up. Make sure your feet on this one, I've noticed before in the past, when we've done these, people get really narrow stance, and then it makes that lunge too close and tweaks the knees. Make sure you step back nice and wide, drive straight down and straight up. Don't let that front knee go past the toe, and make sure that back knee goes straight down, straight up. 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other. If you want more from this one, find, like this is a bed, my bed. If you have a table that might be a little bit lower, you can put one leg on it. Just make sure you're out far enough and drive it straight down and straight up. Make sure that knee doesn't go past the toe, so you kind of lean and back up, 30, and then switch, 30. If you can't do the lunges at all, give me another set of leg lifts. Leg lifts here, squeezing, leg lifts. All right, what are we on? Turkish get up, half a Turkish get up. All right, so this is one of the harder moves, and I'm not gonna do the whole thing. We're just gonna do the bottom half of it, because this one can be really cumbersome to try and teach, especially if I'm not there to see what you're doing. But basically, sitting back here, so you can kind of see, because this is more like the bottom half of what we're doing. All right, you're gonna sit like you're lounging on a beach. So one leg out, one leg bent, one hand behind you, okay? You're right here. Then this one is gonna come up, and you want to hold this one here the whole time. Now, with this one that's bent, lift yourself up, set yourself back down. This is only half or part of a Turkish get up. So lift, set it back down. Lift, set it back down, okay? 30 seconds, come to the other side. 30 seconds, lift, back down. All right, if this one is just not working for you, give me some bridges here, or single leg bridges for 30 seconds. You'll work the same kind of thing. It just, Turkish get up fits with the T. All right, uneven push-ups. Like I said, I had to get creative. Some of these, uneven, one hand out, one hand close. Now, if you're on your knees, I don't want the butt up and you're just going halfway. You should be all the way like in a plank, and down low and back up. If you're here, as low as you can get and back up. And we're not sinking. Keep everything. So 30 seconds one way, 30 seconds the other way. UV, vinyasa, or dive bombers. Are basically like in yoga. Start with a downward dog. You do a swoop and then come back up. Swoop, come back up. You can also try and go swoop, swoop. So back and forth. I am not super bendy, so my back doesn't bend quite that much, but that's the idea. And even if we don't get the swoop, we've done this where we've gone from down dog, then lower yourself into a plank, and then back up. Holding each position 3 to 5 seconds for a minute. Walking plank. Whew, we are so close. All right, I want you get in a plank, walk, walk, sideways. Try it out here. You can do it on your knees, but I want steps back and forth. Trying to keep that core nice and tight. X jacks. You just take your feet, cross them back and forth like scissors. X jacks, even if you're not jumping. Step, step, back, forth. So you're either crisscrossing, jumping, back and forth, or step, front, and then behind each time. All right, Y reaches. So standing up tall, squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back like you're trying to put them together. Keep your elbows tucked in. Then now everything stays tight. Reach up at a Y, back down. Keeping those elbows tucked in and those shoulders squeezed together in the back. So 1 minute of those. Then zigzags. You're gonna shuffle, 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 shuffle. So you'll need some room. Or even if you step, you can step it back and forth, but diagonal, 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 diagonal. Or shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay, we did it. We made it through. So warm up 3 rounds, 30 seconds of those 4 moves I showed you, and I'll send a picture with it. And then 60 seconds, each move, A through Z. I've shown you on the floor. I've shown you how to step it up. I've shown you how to step it down. I've shown you standing. You can add weights to any of these if you want to add weights to anything. If you have weights or anything that has some weight to it at home, it doesn't have to be a dumbbell or medicine ball or plate or anything like that. If it has some weight and you want to add it in there. I hope you like this one. Make sure after you're done you stretch. So that will be like 26, 30, a little over 30 minutes. If you want even more, add some more core at the end, or pick your favorites that you liked and do those again. Or, you know, some of them you can do longer than a minute if you want. If there's some that you find a little bit easier, do them for more than a minute, like a minute and a half or something like that. So there's ways to step this one up, step it down, however you want. But I hope you all try this one, and I hope it's a good one for you. So I will see you all on Thursday. Thanks.